While the NBA and NFL are currently experiencing lockouts as they negotiate a new collective bargaining agreement, one of the only league sports besides baseball to get national recognition is the WNBA, and with good reason. The 2011 season marks the 15th year since their inaugural season in 1996. And with young stars like former Rookie of the Year and League MVP Miss Candace Parker and new rookie Miss Maya Moore, the league looks like it will be in good hands for the next 15 years. Check it out as we catch up with Miss Candace Parker before she goes to battle with the New York Liberty to mark the 15-year inaugural.
Plenty of friends and family in here from the Southern California area. I said, how many tickets did you buy? She said, well, they bought their own tickets, but you'll hear them when I'm on the floor. Candace Parker, looking good.
All right, I'm Jamal Finkley of BlackTree TV, and I have with me, I'm honored to be with Miss Candace Parker, one of my favorite WNBA players. And, it's the 15th anniversary of the WNBA. And I know you're still a young woman, so 15 years ago, when it wasn't certain if this league was gonna live on, what was your first memory of seeing the WNBA and, like, you as a young player thinking about, maybe one day being there?
I grew up with two older brothers, and so we'd always be in the driveway shooting hoops, and they would always say that they were going to make the NBA. And up until that point, I wanted to be in the NBA, And so when the WNBA, when I first heard that there was going to be a WNBA in the inaugural season, I was able to look up and aspire to play in that league. And it's a huge honor for me. I grew up as a generation, expecting to play basketball and expecting to have the opportunity to play basketball in the future. And, 15 years, it's truly grown.
Now, you've been in the league since 2008. There was a lot of great players before you, from Swoops to Holesclaw, that were holding the mantle of the WNBA, and now you're that person. How have you dealt with that responsibility of being like this iconic figure for the league, and also being able to concentrate on your game and improve your game like every other player?
Well, I think that, it comes with a tremendous amount of responsibility, but we owe it to the players that came before us and the players that will come after us. I think that my motivation now especially is to allow my daughter to have the same opportunities that another little boy would have. And, that's only going to be possible if we continue to grow this league. And then who knows, if we continue to grow this league, maybe there's going to be a soccer league, or maybe there'll be a, volleyball league or a softball league or something like that. So I think we're, paving the way for not only our sports and our athletics, but also, women's sports in general.
Now, this year is an interesting year for you guys because with the NFL lockout, there hasn't been a lot of press attention diverted to preseason NFL, and y'all getting a lot more press attention. Do you think? I know you as an athlete want everybody to have their, be working and everything, but do you see a benefit of, maybe just this time period and maybe this 15-year anniversary and y'all getting a focus because nobody's talking about anything else? Y'all are the story right now.
Well, I definitely won't want to, say that we're going to, benefit off of the NFL because, the NBA is, close to a lockout as well, and that'll affect my household. So, I don't want to, piggyback off of that. But, whatever press is good press. And I think that, with it being our 15th year and with us gaining every year and getting better and gaining ground, I think that it's a tremendous opportunity for us this year, especially to, to continue to grow and to continue to grow our fan base.
You've had a lot of accomplishments as an athlete and as a student at UT, and now in the WNBA being Rookie of the Year and MVP. But now you're coming off an injury. How has that challenge been for you as a player to deal with that adversity and to overcome it?
Unfortunately, I've had a lot of experience overcoming injuries in my career. I suffered my first ACL when I was in junior in high school. And then when I got to Tennessee my first year, I had to redshirt as a result of my knee injury. So I just learned that you have to stay in shape while you're out. You have to stay involved mentally. You have to watch as much basketball as possible, and you can continue to grow as a player even when you're out. I think I took the biggest leap when I was out my freshman year in college, and so I'm looking to do that this year as well. You just got to continue to stay positive.
Jelly Bean Bryant, you with a coach, that's a great lineage of one of the greatest players here, and he was a great player himself. How's it been working with Mr. Bryant and preparing for this season?
It's been a lot of fun working with him. He's definitely helped me in my game, and it's definitely allowed me to, expand my knowledge on the game as well. And I think that he was a great addition to the coaching staff, and, I always look to him on the bench, and he's always a great motivator as well.
Now, lastly, I wanted to speak on the NBA season that just wrapped up, and you had a team that a lot of people predicted to win was the Heat, and they had this all-star team. And the Sparks have usually been a team filled with a lot of iconic and all-star players. How do you see any similar challenges to being the team that everybody's looking to bring home a challenge? And how do you deal with that pressure that the media and that fans put on you guys as a team, as related to what you think that team made it win?
You just play. I think that you let the media take care of the media, and you just play as a team and as a player. You don't worry about all that. I mean, I think that it's great to have an all-star team. There's been a lot of all-star teams that have been successful, and there's been a lot of all-star teams that haven't. Right. Boston, it was successful the first year when they put Ray Allen and Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce together. It was successful, and it may not have worked out with the Heat, but who knows what happens in the future. So I think that just us as the Sparks, we just have to continue to worry about us and not worry about all that other stuff.
All right. Thank you for taking the time, and we appreciate you. We'll be rooting for you all season. Keep doing what you do.